Whew. Everybody knows what time it is. It is the Wolfer Power Hour. And yet again, yet another day, we wake up to gains. What we said on the stream yesterday, it happened. Came to fruition. We're in a short right now. Show you the short here in a second. I'm going to give people a little bit of time in the comments section below to tell me what they want to see on the stream. Put your favorite altcoins. Where do you think the Bitcoin is going? Is it going up or is it going down? All right. We got a 2:30 meeting from the savant, the legend. I don't know his name, but Trump's crypto and AI savant, absolute animal, right, is supposed to speak at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time, which is in an hour and a half, and tell us how the United States is going to be the crypto and AI capital of the world. Thanks, bro. Thanks for telling me stuff that I didn't know. Oh, I forgot. We already knew that. You've said that 7 times. Literally. They are trying so hard to pump this market. They are trying so hard to manipulate this market. They're like, the market's going down. Recycle the news. Recycle the news. Crypto and AI capital of the world. It's going to be trending, right? So you're on the channel. You're in the right place, okay? Because we make money whether the market goes up or down. I call out the levels every single day, right? And you can ask Ray Shrummerd, about it, because they'll tell you. We do this a day, right? So we're going to call out the levels. We're going to show you the trade that we're in right now that's profitable by about, $600, something like that, overnight. And we're just going to get into it. I'm going to give you the trades. We're going to do the altcoin analysis that everybody requests, right? So drop it in the comment section. If you're here from Twitter, let's see how many people are here from Twitter. Over half of the people are here from Twitter, okay? Like 66% of the people are here from Twitter. Scroll up and hit the follow button, okay? We've taken like thousands and thousands of dollars in gains. We've turned our account in 5 or 6 weeks from $3,200 to $19,000 plus dollars. Okay. If you're watching my channel and you're taking the trades that I'm taking, those are your gains too, that you've missed out on. So don't miss out on the ones that are coming in the future, man. We're stacking. That's what we want to do. This is obviously prop money, but the real money's in my account. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you the levels. I'm going to do the TA. If there's anything you want, drop it in the comments section. Give this video a like. Make sure you smash that like button on Twitter, on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then boom, bang on the notification bell. Comment anything that you want in the relevant sections. Let me know what altcoins you want me to look at, what other assets you want me to look at, and we'll just talk about it. Okay. Now, without further ado, you've come to the right place. I mean, where else are you going to find a guy that graduated from university with a master's degree in basket weaving, right? With extracurriculars that just stacked up, right? President of the bowling league, check, right? Secretary of the badminton league, check, right? No one has the resume that I do in this market. I can promise you that. That's what I can attribute to my resume or to my win rate, right? The things that I learned in the badminton club, okay, as the secretary, very important position. The things that I learned on the way to my master's in basket weaving, okay, these are the things that make me successful, all right? And if you watch all these other crypto YouTubers or trading YouTubers, every single one of them said we were pumping. I literally go and watch them. Pick out your favorite crypto or whatever, trader, YouTuber, dude, or chick, I don't care. I watched them all yesterday to see what they were saying. And they were all like, oh, we're going past the value area high, probably to take the liquidity at the top in the 109 range and blah, blah, blah. Huh? Why are we at $98,900 then? Odd. So, again, I only say that I don't, like, everybody's wrong sometimes, right? Some people are a little less wrong consistently, right? Blick up, right? So that's all I'm saying is, like, watch out who you watch, right? Because I post all my trades. I show you all my profit and losses, my position histories. I show you the wins. I show you the losses, right? I show you my trades. I set them up live, okay? And I let you know what's going on inside of these markets, man, because these markets are turbulent, Okay. So do whatever you want to do, but just know that I watched all of the other YouTubers that do the TA, and almost every single one of them, I didn't see one that was saying like, oh, we're probably going to get rejected off of the value area high and come right back down. They said that's a possibility, but they, everybody says that. I said it's very probable that we come right up here and we come right back down. So I'm shorting. And I put my money where my mouth was, as you can see. So with that being said, let's get into the TA, okay? Drop in the comments section, okay? If you've been watching me for long enough, you know that I'm all about taking profits and risk management, right? With this 2:30 meeting coming up, do you think I should sell this position off and take the profits from a risk management perspective? Or do you think I should let it ride until I hit my first take profit right here at $97,113, which will make me $670 by itself, and then ride it back all the way down to the value area low, which will make me thousands more dollars, right? And we know where the value area low is, right? If we look, it's right here. 92K, 92.5, right? So that's where I've got my take profit set at, 92.9. I always front run levels. That's that. We've got a catch point. We caught on the 50 moving average. We rejected off of the 100 after we lost it, right? We came up rejected off of the value area high. What's that? That's a topping tail. This is easy stuff. This is not hard to pick out. Value area high rejection, topping tail rejection, 200 moving average rejection. That's 3 rejections right in sequence with each other, okay? Which is telling you that, right? So my point is do you think that we take the profits off here at the point of control, right? Because this meeting might pump us right back up here. Or do you think that we let it ride and we come down here? Drop it in the comments section. Lock in your answers. We'll see what we can figure out. As it sits right now, we are in almost 7 hundo profit. So, we'll see. Let's give it time on the stream, right? Look at gold. Gold's doing its thing. Gold's doing what I would call its thug tizzy, baby. And the basket weaving master loves what he's seeing on gold because I got a big bag of gold. Got the big bags. Physical gold. I like to trade gold too. I'm in a short on gold actually right now. I'm trying to ride it from here to about here, right here to the 50 moving average on a 1 hour chart. Yeah. Okay. We see what happens. Get him, Drew. Get him, Drew. Houseway. How does Drew call these levels out, man?
I've been doing this more than you. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
I'm asking you.
You ain't been doing the education.
Bro.
You ain't been doing the education.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do? All right, let's get into it. All right, so let's go to Bitcoin first. Drop whatever you want in the comments section. I got you. Yeah, CK Jank, he's saying sell early. He's like, don't take the risk, baby. It's risk management 101. He said, I've been paying attention to that DW channel. And risk management 101 says, take the money and run. I'm super fast. I'm really fast. I'm out. Peace. Right? So we'll see. We'll see what happens by the end of the stream. I'm liking this rejection off of the 20, off of the 100 moving average, and now losing the 9, right? And here's the thing about this 50 right here, right? Blick up, that little blue line. Does anybody know what that blue line is? Does anybody know what this yellow line is, right? So the yellow line is what is called the point of control of this range that has been very well respected, right? The blue line is called the 50 moving average on the 1 hour chart, okay? And what I do know about these levels is that the more you bang up on them, the more likely, and especially in quick succession, the more likely the probability, this is what the probability tells you, okay? I'm not saying this is exactly what happens, right? This is what the probability tells you. The more that you do this and you bang up on it in quick succession, the probability is that that level breaks, okay? It's not favoring a bounce. It had this right here was favoring a bounce, but that bounce topped out at the 100 moving average, right? And then it came right back down to it. Hit it here on this candle, hit it here on this candle. Now it's heading back down to it. So now it's hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles in like 12 hours, right? Just banging on this point of control, right? It's hit the 100 moving average 1, 2 times. It tried to hit here. It didn't get there. So if you come down here and you hit it again, most of the time on about the 5th hit, you're gonna smash through it. So we've got, say, call this 1 hit, call this 2 hits, call this 3 hits over here. And if we get a 4th hit or a 5th hit over here, it's favoring downside. So let's talk about it. Why did I take this long here yesterday and I made like 450 bucks on it? Because we had a falling wedge. It's very simple. This is super simple. I loved that. Let's get this falling wedge off of here because we don't care about it. All right. So what happened here? Well, we hit the point of control. Well, my bad. We hit the value area high, right? We got rejected. We front ran it. What's candlesticks 101? What is this candle right here? And it's got decent volume as opposed to the other surrounding candles on it, right? That is what is called a topping tail. If you don't know what a topping tail is, go look it up, right? It's the inverted hammer. It comes in at the top of a range, usually signifying a downward movement, right? Downtrend. So that's why I stuck in my short. And I actually would like to ride it, right? I would like to ride it, but we'll see. Achilles says he agrees or she agrees, and we should take profit on this $700 and essentially $50 right now. Okay. Yeah, we will see how the stream plays out. So let's talk about where this could potentially go. Okay, because whenever you see this happening here, and if you've been watching my streams for long enough, you know what I'm about to say. We got rejected, front ran right here within about what's that? 102,630, and then 103 is the value area high. We front ran that by about, what was that? $400, right? So we front ran it. We got rejected. We came down, we banged off. We didn't get a bounce back up to the value area high to try to reclaim it and go back up to the top of the range. We topped out at the 100, couldn't reclaim it. Now we're back down at the point of control. What this is favoring is the value area low, okay, which is around $92,000. And I would say 92.5, I believe, is 92.5. Yeah. And then the range low is going to be your $90,000 region, right? Where did that range low come from, right? Unless you're Donna Goodo and you haven't been watching my channel long enough to understand where that range low came from. And you're probably wondering, Drew, who's Donna Goodo?
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm innocent.
I'm innocent, man. I'm innocent, man. That's my story. I'm legally blind.
So this is the trend channel. It's a downward sloping trend channel. You can see it got very well respected. You're probably like, hey, Drew, this broke out above it. You'd be absolutely right, my friend, except for the fact that it never confirmed a candle above it. Because as soon as it broke out, this is your breakout candle, bam, right back into it. Rejection, 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 bam. So again, we could see the bottom end of this trend channel again. We don't know that for a fact, but what I'm saying is we could see the bottom end of this trend channel. We did come down here and take all of this liquidity. That's good, right? So it is favoring, in my opinion, right? In my humble opinion, which is very contrary, apparently, to all of the other YouTuber savants that are, selling their courses on YouTube through their YouTube platforms. It is very apparent to me that my opinion is contrarian. Okay, to those guys. But also, I don't have a course to sell. So I actually make my money here on the charts, right? As evidenced by this. As evidenced by this, right? That's that. So with that being said, it is favoring downside. Do I want to take the risk here with that 2:30 meeting coming up? I'm not 100% sure. At the very least, what I could do is I could take, half of it or two-thirds of it off of the table. We got a 0.45 Bitcoin position here. I could take, 0.225 Bitcoin off or, 0.3 Bitcoin off, right? That would be a half and two-thirds, right? And just take the profit and run. And then just let the dust settle, see what happens during that meeting and then reposition, right? Because what we do know is we sell resistance, man. And then we target the support and we buy support. And if you know anything about me, I like to do Gary Cardone impressions on this channel, man. And that's what I'm going to do. All right. And then guess what we do down here, man? We buy that Bitcoin, baby. And we target that resistance, man. Let's get it. Grab your Starbucks. and take a nice deep sip of that espresso. Make sure it's blonde espresso like your boy. All right. And let's target those value area highs and lows, man. We're getting caught up at the point of control. That's some wild stuff, brother. But we are trending downwards. All right. If you take like a little small range here and you look, we had a nice little high. We got a lower high here. And then if we come down here and we set a lower low, blick up. It's going down, man. That Bitcoin, baby. All right. So we know what our levels are in Bitcoin, essentially. Like, this is where you would sell, or, okay, let me say that differently, okay? This is where you would start thinking about selling and shorting Bitcoin, okay? Now, this would maybe be like a 1/4 position here. You'd probably put like a 1/4 position here, probably put like a 1/4 position here, or layer it however the F you want to. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to give you the levels. But once you get above this, that's bad news, right? That's bad news for a short. It's good news for Bitcoin in terms of pumpage, right? That pumpage, man. Let's pump that Bitcoin, brother. Let's pump it up. Yeah. So that's good for pumpage if you get above this, but that's your previous swing high, right? That's your previous swing high right here. And it's actually a lower high. So we set a low here. We set a high, right? We set a low here. Then we set, guess what? A lower high. Then we set a lower low. So this is now a downward trending market, right? So you see what I'm saying? How we're breaking market structure. And guess what? This is a lower high. Okay. So if we come back down here, this is a lower low. This is a downtrending market. All right. Which is why I like my probabilities here. Okay. And that's what I was trying to tell people. We're probably going to get rejected at the value area high, set a lower low or a lower high, right? Then the high that was up here, which is right over here, right? And then bing, bang, boom. We come back down. We maybe set a lower low. But if we don't, if we say bounce from the value area low, that's where we can start breaking market structure to the upside and getting money, honey. We're getting money over here. What it do, pimpin'? I can't play the Jeezy song anymore because apparently that's copyrighted and I don't get to play copyrighted stuff on my channel because then it doesn't recommend me to people. Thanks, YouTube. You just made my streams not so fun. Appreciate you. Now, we know what's happening with Bitcoin. Let's see what other people are saying. Adrian Kent's giving the thumbs up. All right. Do we take profits? Do we take our 600 and runny? Okay. 600, 700. Do we take that and run? Or do we hold on to it and see what happens during this Fed meeting? We have two scenarios. One, we take profits now. We lock them in. We see what happens during not the Fed meeting, sorry. When Trump's boy comes up and decides, to talk about crypto at 2:30, or, we take it from there. Achilles says he wants me to look at Ondo. Okay, let's look at Ondo real quick. Ondo. Then let's look at it on Bybit. Woo. Okay. Okay, that's a massive swing. That is a massive swing. I mean, this isn't a downtrend. This isn't a downtrend as it sits right now. It's trying to reverse it. Okay. It was downward trending high, lower high, or lower low, lower high. Then nice little catch point at the 50. It's trying to reverse it. It's got a nice little higher high here. So let's pull that fib. Let's pull that fib. I bet you it's retraced to the 0.618 right here. Boom. 0.618. Let's see. Whoops. Boom. 0.618 became support. Came back down to the 0.5, bounced. Now it's support again. 0.618, baby. 0.618 assassins. Right? Bang. Bang, bang. Like Chief Keef said back in the day. See what's going on from an overarching perspective. Let's get this off of here. Yeah, downtrend. Clear. Clear as day. Yeah, I mean, it's trying to break out of this right now. I mean, this was your entry, right? It told you where your entry was a long time ago, I mean, even if you would have been more gracious with this trend channel and said, here you go. Give it a nice, how you doing, right? Still gave you a great entry for this bounce. So in my opinion, there's no trade here right this second, okay? I would be either wanting to short at the upper end of this trend channel, okay? Which is at about $1.55, and then I would be targeting about the dollar region. I mean, that'd be a hell of a trade, man. Or I would be wanting to long down here, right? But you missed your chance on that. That was right there. Boom. And you'd be killing it right now. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing on Ondo, on some Ondo finance. I think that's what it is, Ondo finance, right? Let's see what's happening on a 4-hour chart. I want to do just a little bit more on it. Big bad Toshi. Well, look at Toshi. I have no problem with that. Yeah, okay. So I mean, here's your supports, right? If you break down out of this channel, what do we know about downward sloping trend channels, right? They do not like to break down, okay? They like to do what is called this. And they like to break out. Why? Because if you only have a downward sloping trend channel, it just everything goes to zero, right? And if you have an upward sloping trend channel, you just go to the moons of Jupiter and you never stop, right? Which is not possible. Neither of those scenarios are possible, right? I mean, it is possible to go to zero, right? If you're a terrible project, but if you're looking at good projects and tokens and assets, you're not going to go to zero. 57 cents. It's a pretty darn good place to be getting a nice little buy position. I mean, even right here, right? This is a pretty good place too, 84 cents. And you pretty much got that entry right there. You came within what we would call Haktua spitting distance of it. You came to about 90 cents and this level's at about 84, right? So you came within about, I don't know, 5% of it, something like that. So yeah, I mean, those are your two levels. Those are your two buy levels to go long. And then obviously you would be targeting these highs and then this right here. You did have a nice little double top here that was telling you like you're going down, right? So I mean, yeah, I wish I would have seen this chart previously, man. I'd have killed it on this. I'd have killed it. Double top, probably a bearish divergence is my guess. Let me see. Zoom in. Is this going up? Yes, this is a higher high here. No bearish divergence. Incorrect. Incorrect Amundo. No bearish divergence. It's basically flat and it's actually upward trending. So there was no bearish divergence there. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Let's look at that big daddy Toshi. Let's look at this trade and see how it's going. Okay, we got 587 in profits. Let's look at one more. I want to look at Bitcoin really quick before because I want to see what's going on here. Because I do want to. My bias is take the money and run, just so you guys all know, or guys and gals, right? Because we are. Yeah, I mean, you can get a rejection here, come right back down here to the point of control. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm risking nothing on this. My stop loss is at break even. Okay, I'm gonna lose nothing on this trade either way. Even if I get stopped out, it's a break even. So I don't really care that much. But obviously, I'm going to weight it towards I want to make money, right? So obviously, we want to make money. So let's look at that big bad Toshi, that big daddy Toshi. I'm pretty sure we looked at this yesterday. Let's see if it played out. Dude, I am lethal with this. I am lethal with this, man. Where's the hourly chart? Okay. You would not have gotten stopped out. Was this yesterday? Or was this? Yeah, this was yesterday. No. Okay. No. This would not have played out yet. Okay. Never mind. I thought that I about got excited there. I was gonna say, damn, where's my media asset for this? This would have been you know what this would have been.
Daniel, back at it again with the white bands.
That would have been what we call a damn Daniel. Drew back at it again with his basket weaving masters. The vice president of the chess club. Let's see. Okay, so we're bull flagging on Toshi. Good news for you. Boom. Boom. Bam. And blick up. Right. Bull flagging on Toshi. Let's move this bad boy up a little bit. Boom. This isn't going to be a perfect bull flag. Don't care. Copy, paste. Boom. I mean, what's your target? Let's see. If you break out of this, your target is, yeah, I mean, $1, exactly where I told you to target, right? So, I mean, this previous swing high, I would not target that. I would go 75% of that. So I would target the 786. This would be where I would be targeting. So if you entered here, you're a legend. You're an absolute animal. But I don't think anybody probably got this entry is my bias. So if you enter here, where you would actually want to enter is this inflection point where the bull flag bottom, the bottom trend channel of this bull flag gets hit with the 50 and the 100 moving average converging at the same time, with the 50 starting to curl up over the 100 moving average, right? So this is a good place for a buy. Boom. So let's move this. Let's move this up just a bit. So my bias would be to enter there and then put your stop loss under this 0.236. You got a 5x risk to reward on Toshi on that. Boom. Let me know. Let me know what happens. Achilles, appreciate you for actually giving me something to look at too. And Partita, I appreciate you too for giving me something to look at, because you always do. And I appreciate that. Can you do XRP? Absolutely, we can do XRP. We already have charts on XRP, so that shouldn't be too terribly hard. Okay, let's check it out. I think we had the Coinbase chart. Yeah. Yep. 0.5 bounce. Rejection at this 0.618. Okay, let's see. Do we have a trade on this? No, we do not. Yeah, I mean, we called this, like, this was our must hold zone, right? This was our must hold zone. It held, as you can see right here. Boom, never confirmed below it. Bam, bounce straight to the 0.618. Cue that DJ, or not that DJ, the schoolboy cue. That's that schoolboy Drew, baby. That bounce, that textbook bounce, right? So, I mean, not a lot going on here, to be honest. Not a lot has changed since yesterday. The one good thing that you're seeing here is that you've got a bounce here from the 0.5. You've also gotten above the 50. And if you can curl above this 0.618 and regain it, and then regain this 200, by that time this 100, by that time the 200 is going to be below the 0.786. So then if you get above the 0.786, bullishly backtest it, I mean, you're bouncing honestly to a pretty substantial level, up to about probably $3.21 right here at these previous highs, right? This previous swing high. So that would be a full retracement of this Fibonacci, man. I mean, that would be a beautiful move, to be honest with you. Like, I would be bullish on that. So again, if Big Daddy BTC, right? If Big Daddy BTC decides to take a dump, then everything else is going to dump with it. So again, when I'm giving you these long opportunities, understand that you have to take that, maybe a little less with XRP, and I'll explain that here in just a second. When I'm giving you these long opportunities, understand that Bitcoin is your barometer in this market. So if Bitcoin starts to go down and starts to make a big move downwards, these altcoins are going to follow it, okay? There's a reason why these crypto bubbles are a big deal. Why are so many of them red, right? Well, because Bitcoin's down right now, okay? Now, granted, some of them are green. I totally get that. Some of these can move without Bitcoin. And one of those that's moving without Bitcoin is going to be XRP, okay? So can this actually play? What the hell's going on? Oh my gosh. Sorry. What is going on here? Is this a line that I drew? Wow, that's a big line. Can this bounce from here? Even if Bitcoin's going down. I mean, you're on a crazy, crazy support level. I mean, you are riding this thing like the town bicycle, man. Like, this is a support that's held all the way back to here. I mean, where you kind of double topped. Like, boom. If you get above this, and you can jump, right? But other than that, you have this, right? You have this. So that's what I'm seeing, at least on the hourly chart. As it sits right now, you could kind of argue that there's a little bit of a cup in handy here, right? If you take this, right? Boom, boom. You could argue that there is a cup in handy here that wants to break out. And that would give you, I would take it from these candle closes. I would not take it from the wick. So I would say you're looking at, if you broke from here, yeah, I mean, $3.34, man, 75% measured move, about 315, 312. You would then reclaim the 100, the 200 moving averages at the same time during that move. And if you could bullishly backtest this, right? Sorry. If you can bullishly backtest this, like break out with substance like this did, and then bullishly backtest it instead of falling through it, right? If you could come up here, bullishly backtest it, and then bounce and reclaim this 100 moving average, you're looking really good for a long, right? So, I mean, that's what I would be doing. I would be more apt to have entered here, like on this candle right here, this wick. After I saw that this zone held, I would have entered on the retest to target that. That's a cleaner move in my opinion. But if you're just like looking like, do I sell my bags or whatever? I wouldn't necessarily sell your bags here, right? I'd be targeting upside. But if you're looking for a trade, I don't necessarily think that trade is right here. We can look at the 15-minute and see if there's a bull flag on it. Travis Kelly says, I'm a weaving pro, man. Basket weaving. I'm a master. I have a master's degree from the University of Basket Weaving. Okay? Travis, you can't mess with me. I'm so good at basket weaving. I literally weave my hair, man. I'm lying. My wife does that. She's an animal with it. She does a really good job, and I appreciate her. And everybody else should appreciate her because she deals with my BS, so you don't have to. You're welcome. Basket weaving. Let's look at the bull flag on the 15-minute. That ain't a bull flag. That ain't a bull flag. In the 15, no. What's the 15? No. I assume you mean 15-minute. In my opinion, this is not a bull flag. I mean, there's a case that could be like arguable that the case could be made. But if it was a bull flag, this is where the bull flag actually happened. Right here. Okay. That is a huge, huge range for a bull flag. I mean, look at how big the flag is compared to the staff. That's not a high enough probability bull flag. If it was like this, I would say yes. Now, can you say that this was a bull flag and then it broke back into it? Maybe, possibly, potentially. But usually when bull flags get breakdowns, it invalidates the whole move because guess what else happened as soon as that invalidated, right? Bear flag, right? And that's what I would be looking at right now is more of like a bear flag, drawing it from here, probably down to about here. Boom. That is a 100% textbook bear flag. I mean, that is for sure. I mean, look at that thing. It's almost perfect, right? And that bear flag would bring you down here to about 227, right? Which would be a higher low, right? Which would be a bullish case scenario for XRP. So it's not all bearish. You know what I mean? Ondo has that same cup and handle pattern. Yeah, everything does right now, unfortunately, because everything had that same trajectory when Bitcoin dumped, right? Everything made this move. So that's why I don't put as much weight on it, in my opinion, because everything's going to have that right now. So TA is going to be terrible right now because you're going to be seeing all the same things. Well, like I said, they dumped and they pumped the market the weekend. Then Trump's son says it's a great time to buy ETH and they don't own that much Bitcoin anymore. So what do you think is next? Yeah, I mean, that's a tough question, man. I mean, these guys, they play games at a way higher level than we do. Unfortunately, they're dealing with way bigger money, way more influence than we are. I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, could you argue? And that's a tough call, dude. Like, seriously. XCN is the next pumper. Didn't we do XCN? Let's see if that trade played out. In any case, Omer Kivrak, could this be a bull flag right here? I mean, it could, right? If you're looking at this little tiny bull flag, right? Could it be a bull flag? Maybe, right? This right here, if this is what you're talking about. Yeah, that could be a bull flag, but it's very, very tiny, right? As opposed to like this massive bear flag, right? Tough to call. There's so much indecision in the market right now, man. It's really hard. You could be non-directional on this. So this is one thing I really like. Who's ready to whip their schlong out on a Tuesday? Gold going up on a Tuesday, right? Gold is going up on a Tuesday, actually. I really am really happy that I got to sing that. Gold going up on a Tuesday. Yeah, there is a bearish divergence on gold, just so everybody knows, on the 1 hour chart. It's not on anything else. It is on the 1 hour chart. Give you a side eye. Not saying, I'm just saying. Nobody moves, nobody gets hurt. Just like that one guy says, what's his name? Mo Mozzarella? Mo Mozzarella from New York. Dude's hilarious. Okay. Excuse me. Let's see. What was it? What'd you say? This one's going to pump. Toshi's going to pump. I mean, we'll see. You know, if Bitcoin pumps, I think everything's going to pump. To be honest with you, Bitcoin dumps, probably Toshi's going to dump. XCN. I'm pretty sure we did XCN. So we probably have a chart on it. So you might just be in luck, my friend. Boom. Is this it? Kraken, maybe? Probably Bybit then. This is one thing that I hate about this. Like, you know, like there's so many different friggin' charts, dude. You never know which chart you had. Oh, man. Dude, I killed it. For whoever asked about XCN on the last stream, you killed it, man. Hit the profit target immediately. It was exact, right? Like, that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know who everybody's out here watching, but we're doing this every single day, man. Like, we're doing this every single friggin' day. And I'm giving out these free trades and saying, like, yo, here's where you would enter. We see a wedge. I think that my bias is upside because now you're seeing higher highs, higher lows. I would enter long here, right? And then I would be targeting, my bad. That thing scrolled fast. Thing's almost as fast as I am. Quick draw, baby. Just got shot. My point is I said, you enter long here, right? Boom, on this breakout, you enter on the back test, bam, you target 0.618 fib. It's done. It's over. If you were on the stream that day, you'd have killed it. You would have killed it. I cannot stress enough. People need to be banging on that notification bell. They need to be following me on Twitter. Like, I don't know why you're not. Why are you not? Okay. So let's see what happens with XCN. See what we can figure out on this. Okay. If we look from a more macro perspective, I'm seeing a little bit of, yeah. And again, we outlined the bounce level and the other two worst case scenarios where you could pick up and boom, they both hit and went up to 0.382. Pretty friggin' simple, man. Take that off. We all know we won that trade. Take this off. We all know we won that trade. Whoops. Deleted the wrong thing. Delete this. Okay, boom. All right, so let's just let's get this off of here for a second and let's do this downtrend. I mean, this is good news, man. This is looking upside to me. This is looking like upside. So XCN, yeah, I mean, you could be right. It could pump here. Just being honest. So why? Why could it pump, Drew? Houseway. Tell me why, right? We need to understand literally.
Houseway. You ain't got the answers, man.
You ain't got the answers, man. We might have the answers. So this is what's called a falling wedge, okay? This is a wedge, right? This is a downward sloping wedge, okay? Here's your support. Here's your resistance point. Here's your breakout, right? This is your breakout right here. We came down here. We smacked into those supports. We broke out. We back tested it. We broke out again. We back tested it. We are breaking out again. If you back test it, this would be a good place to start entering the long right at the 200 moving average, which is right there. It's the yellow or the green line, right? That's a good place to start entering. Okay. So this has officially broken out and it has back tested it 2 times. Are you going to get your entry? I don't know. Is it going to pull all the way back here to the 200 moving average and bounce again? I don't know because it's already back tested it twice successfully. You may be getting a kind of like a WV pattern here, which if you don't know what a WV pattern is, it looks like this, right? And then you come back down and then boom, you rock it, right? So that's essentially a WV pattern in a nutshell. So this is looking bullish in my opinion. Let's pull up that fib again because I would be targeting the 618 on this. Now, I mean, you could enter here if you want to. I would not enter here. There's too much downside. You've got like a triple top rejection and the tops are trending downwards. Now we can look at the RSI and see if there's a bullish divergence. And there is not. I mean, lower highs. I mean, technically, is there a bullish divergence here? Because you've got the lower high here. No, there's not. There's no bullish divergence here, unfortunately, my friend. But what you do have is a downward sloping trend channel. and these tend to break out. Okay, so here's your trend channel. A bounce from the 2.9 cent region to 2.85 cent region would take you up here to the 0.3 or 0.618. And let's do a long position for this. See what we can figure out. Okay, so let's say you come right down here, and this is where the 200 moving average is also at. So let's say you enter right there, and then you target the 0.618. Yeah, I mean, you just go right outside of this, right back inside of this trend channel, right? You got to trail your stop loss down here. You got a 5x risk to reward. I mean, that's a legendary trade if you take it. Let's see what happens on Bitcoin here as well. Let me look at the comments section. I was right about Toshi Pump too, my brother. I'm always right. Nice. I mean, that's great. That's legendary. If you bought the bottom, that's legendary, man. You know, don't ever be afraid to take profits, man. Money is money. Okay. So if you can get that, if you can take those profits.
I got some banana bread at work today, dude. Hell yeah.
Dude, I got some profits today at work, dude. Hell yeah. Right? Take them profits, man. No one. Okay. So here's the thing. It's what I always say. Literally, no one is ever going to laugh at you when you're making money, but everyone will laugh at you whenever you lose money. Okay. Especially if you lose it in a dumb way because you're on some hopium. Like, oh, I'm going to ride it to $7 billion market cap. Right. Yeah, that's bad. You don't want to do that. Wrapped B&B said, all right, you got me. I boom. Banged on that notification bell for you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I need to get a sound effect for that. I need to get like, boom, Mike Tyson. Bam. Yeah, I have to swing up. I can't even do a proper hook here. I can't even do a proper hook because I'm going to smack my, you know what I mean? So I got to swing up. Don't send that to any boxing instructors. They'll be like, dude, this dude doesn't know how to swing. Let's see what's happening with Bitcoin. Is it going to pump? Is it going to dump? Damn, it's already pumping, man. It's already taking out $150 worth of my profits, man. Come on, man. Damn, man. Oh, no, man.
I'm legally blind. I can see barely.
I can see barely, but they pumping that thing, man. I'm from Port Arthur, Texas. They just reclaimed the 50 moving average on this, man. Dang, man. We might be cooked, dude. We might just have to close this out for 500 profit, man. I was hoping I was going to get more than that. Yeah, dang.
Yeah, let's flash close it. I ain't worried about it. Is it going to close? Jeff's like, you going to close? You going to give me my money? Let's check it out. What do we get after the fees smacked us? All right, we got $506. Ain't bad for a day's worth at a day at the office, man. So you're probably wondering, like, how was this 1.6 Bitcoin when I went to sell it? It was 0.45 Bitcoin, right? So this is what you call, I'm going to give you a master class on how you can turn a loser into a winner. Okay. So let me see what this comments section is saying. Can you do ACH? I cannot ACH you any money, but we'll do ACH technical analysis here in just a second. Let's see what happens during this this little thingy, this 2:30 call, and then we will revisit. But you know, in any case, you understand my bias on this, right? Here's your levels. You short, you long. This, as it sits right here for me, is pretty much going to be what I would call a no-fly zone, except for if we hit a fib level that matters, okay, and we get caught up at that level, because you've got this Fibonacci that we pulled from this high to this low. So, I mean, say that we come down here, we bounce from the 0.618, or we bounce off of the 0.618, we start coming down, and then we lose the point of control. This is where I would 100% start shorting, okay? If we lose this point of control and this 200 moving average, and then we come through and we hit it with that flex, right? And we come back through and we say, yo, bearishly backtest it. Boom, I'm shorting there and I'm targeting here, right? So, I mean, there is a potential shorting opportunity at the $98,000 range, but you need to see Bitcoin fall through it and get a rejection at this 100. Otherwise, if you bullishly backtest this 100, you're coming up here close, most likely to the point of control. But in any case, I'm not willing to roll the dice. I'm going to take my $500. Period. I'm taking that all day. It's a one-day trade. But again, you're probably wondering, okay, why is it 1.6 Bitcoin? Well, first and foremost, what I just closed was only 0.45 Bitcoin. I get that. So why does this say 1.6? Okay. Essentially what I did here was, if you were on my stream yesterday, you knew that I was starting to short right here. Okay. So I am all about risk management. I'm all about proper position sizing. And you can be, if you have proper position sizing, risk management, you can be early. Okay. And still be right. And you can be wrong on the way up, but you can still be right. Okay. So this is where I actually started entering. And if you notice, we sold higher than my first entry point, right? So my first entry was here. I believe my second entry was right up here at about 90. It was just shy of $100,000. Then we got up here to about 101. I had another entry, and then we topped out right there. So I hit another entry there. That brought my average all the way up from 98,500, 98,700, all the way up to $100,400, which is right here, right? Boom. So that was like my average was right here. And then where did we sell? Right here. Okay. So the way that works is, on the way up, I bought 0.2 Bitcoin here, 0.2 Bitcoin here, 0.2 Bitcoin here, 0.2 Bitcoin here. I sold off some Bitcoin here at a profit, like the stuff that I bought here. And then I bought it back right here, wrote it down, sold some more off down here. I don't believe it was there, actually. I sold some more off down here, bought more back here, and then sold the entirety of it off here, right? So I had like maybe 6 to 7 legs in, 8 legs in at 0.2 Bitcoin a piece, right? And then I legged out multiple times as well. Okay. So that is how you turn a loser, right, into a winner, right? So loser, negative, into a winner, positive. That is how you do that. It's with proper position sizing and risk management. Okay. You understand what you're willing to risk. You only risk a portion of that at first. You just nibble. You dip your toes into the water, right? That's it. That's all I did. Put my toes in the water. Okay. It went past it. Okay. We got it. Now it's coming up here. All right. Got it. Okay. Got it. Take profits, buy it back, take profits, buy it back, take profits, buy it back, take full profits. Done. That was the trade. That was super managed. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's super managed. If you don't have time to manage it, then don't. Only go for the A+ setups and say, hey, I'm going to enter here, right? Or at the very least, I'm entering after this topping tail prints. Okay. So, I mean, that's exactly how we do it. You know what I'm saying? That's how we turn to being early into a friggin' winner. Bam. It's sick. And as you can see, $500. So again, like, this 1.6 Bitcoin, it actually takes into account every single buy and sell that I did. So even though I only technically had like 0.45 or 0.6 Bitcoin on it at the same time, since I bought 0.2 Bitcoin 8 different times and then I sold it at different levels, it doesn't take that into account here. It doesn't like give you an average. If I would have done 20 different orders, this would have said that I had 4 full Bitcoin on this short. And you would have been like, what? But I didn't have $16,000 on this trade at a 10x leveraged Bitcoin short and 160,000, whatever. I had anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000 on this trade, which is like 1/3 of my portfolio, right? At most, maybe I had half of my portfolio at 1 full Bitcoin short, right? Because my portfolio now has gone from $3,200 up to $19,500 or something like that in the past 5 or 6 weeks that I've been streaming with you all beautiful people. So let's do ACH, because Hartley he's thirsty for it, man. He said, if you're parched, quench your thirst with some refreshing aquapana from the bosom of Italia herself. Aquapana, man. Sponsor your boy. All right, I'll be your best spokesman, man. Watch this. Should we do an ad roll for him? Are you tired? Are you tired of drinking fluoride-filled water in the United States? We'll quench your thirst with some refreshing Aquapana from the bosom of Italy herself. Brought to you by a protected spring in Tuscany, built by the Medicis centuries ago. The same people that brought you the Renaissance painters like Botticelli, the sculptors like Raphael, and the inventors like Leonardo da Vinci. Aquapana, simply the best. Sponsor me, Aquapana. Shout out, man. Check it out. Let's get to ACH. All joking aside. If you know anybody in Aquapana, let me know. I'm about to fly to Italy and ask them. You want to sponsor me? I'm going to do gold too. All right. I don't care if anybody wants me to do gold. It's my channel. I'm going to do gold as well. Alchemy. Downtrend. Check. Everything's going to look the same right now, man. I'm just being real with you. Like, there's nothing profound about what I'm doing right now. It's a downtrend. That's all it is, dude. Can you break out of it? Yeah. Are you going to? If Bitcoin goes down, no, you're not going to. If Bitcoin goes up, yeah, you will. Most likely. Let's see. Trend channel, parallel channel, boom. There's not really much of a channel here, so we'll take that off of there. I don't see a channel. If you see it, you let me know. You let me know in the comments section, man. We do have kind of like a wedge here. Oh, there's a decision point. Oh, there is a decision point. And we are reaching it. You must decide, Alchemy. Does one pump or does one dump? Are we going to hit the pumpage? Or are we going to do some dumpage, right? Boom. Okay. Now, here's the good news for you, my friend, because I assume you're asking me to do this because you want to be bullish on Alchemy. No one ever asks, hey, can you do some TA to see if I should short this? It's everybody's like, is it going to 7 billion market cap? So I assume you're bullish on this. So let's just assume that, right? If you come down here and you bounce right here, you're going up, okay? You're going to lose the 100, you're going to lose the 50, but you're going to bounce right here off of the 200 moving average. All right, so that's bullish. What's the 200 moving average? Green line. What's the 50? Blue line. What's the 100? Red line, right? You come down here, you bounce. Here's your target. Dude, I mean, this is a nasty target, right? Like, this should be decent. Probably the highs. Yep. Just shy of the highs. I would take it up to these highs, right? Here's your resistance point. That's a fact. Pretty self-explanatory. There's your resistance. Here's your secondary resistance, right? And then here's your first resistance. That's what you're seeing, okay? But if you don't take that out, guess where you're coming? Right back down here, okay? And even further than that, right here. Right here. And probably right there. Okay. So feel free, take a screenshot, do whatever you want to do. But you do have a wedge here. Okay. Let's see if there's any charting patterns. This is the 15-minute chart. I do not want to look at the 15-minute chart, man. Hourly. Nah, there's no charting patterns here that I can see. There's nothing. This was a bear flag, but you broke out of it, which is good news for you. I would be favoring upside if you bounce off of this. That was the 200 moving average. I mean, you got to bounce here. Actually, I retract my previous statement, man. I retract my previous statement, my friend. You got to bounce here. You have to bounce here. Because if you come down here, you've lost the 200. It's looking bearish because you've been above this 200 for a very, very long time. So if you do not bounce from this 200, it is bad news. And if you come down here to this trend channel and then you lose this 50, it's over. You're coming here, period. And then you're going to set a new lower low, and it's going to be downtrend city, right? You've got a low here. You've got a lower high, right? And then now what you're looking to do is see about a lower low, right? So if you set a lower low from here, not looking good. You got to ride this channel up. You have to bounce right here at least 4 cents. And really, you want to see the bounce right here at about 4.8 or 40.8, 4.08 cents. Jesus. Tongue tied, baby. All right. Let's look at gold really quick. Bearish divergence. Where could you be going on gold? Right back down here to the trend channel. 27.89 at the very least. You could be coming right down here to the 50 moving average at 28.11. Okay, this is on the hourly chart. Again, I would be more biased. I mean, I already have a short position here at 2.8 at literally 28.43. So I'll show you what my short position is actually. This is my exact short position. This is what I'm targeting. It's a 2.5x risk to reward ratio. I've got my stop loss at 28.51. I have my take profit at 28.11. I will continue to trail my take profit up with this 50 moving average. Okay. So as this 50 moving average continues to go up, so will my take profit level. Now, could you come all the way down here to about 27.90, 2800? Yes, you could hit the bottom end of this trend channel. But am I willing to, with everything that's happening in the markets and in the news right now, am I willing to make that bet? No, I'm going to take my profits right here because I would literally make like $1,500 right here. And I just took 4 legendary scalps right here. I shorted here. I exited 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 here. I shorted here again. Then I got stopped out. 4 trades out of 5, taking home money to the bank. And then I finally got stopped out. And then guess what? I just repositioned at the bearish divergence and guess what else? At the topping tail. Okay. At an all-time high with decent volume. The biggest volume candle to all the candles around it, except for maybe this one right here, right? That's that. That's why I'm short in gold and bearish divergence. As you can see from the RSI, lower highs when gold is setting, guess what? Higher highs, right? So that's that. It's arguable that you have a trend channel here, actually. Could be. Could be. I mean, worst case scenario, that this whole range right here is an outlier, and you drag it up to here. What is going on? It's the magnet tool. Magnet tool is the bane of my existence sometimes, right? There's your trend channel. Boom. Pretty self-explanatory, right? So, what do upward sloping trend channels do? They tend to break down. Could it bring you down here to the 100 moving average at 27.95? It could. I'm taking profits at the 50, unless it shows me further signs of weakness. Yeah. You sold me on the water. He said, I'm only drinking Aquapana now. I should do that and just send it to him, like do a one-take thing without laughing. Because I do think I could probably sell some Aquapana water for him. And if they would just send me, free Aquapana, that'd be awesome. Because I drink a lot of Aquapana and I have to import it. It's ridiculous and it's expensive. And I would also like to see, them just sponsor the channel. Sponsor the channel, man. I'm Italian. Support your Italian brother. Yeah, I get it. I got the Viking braids because I also have, Scandinavian in me and, Germanic tribes and yeah. But we Italian. Forget about it. So with that being said, that's basically what we're looking at today. I appreciate everybody for showing up. We will see if I can get into a trade. You already know what the levels are. You know what the levels are. You know what time it is. I'm not gonna mess around with my portfolio, man. Like at the end of the day, as much as I like to joke and be sarcastic and stuff, that's just who I am personality wise as a human being. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna play with my portfolio. Don't play with my money, right? 2 things. Don't play with my family. Don't play with my money in that order, right? Because one's much more important than the other. Money comes and goes. Family is forever. So with that being said, I'm not going to play with my money. I'm going to take my money and run with it. I'm in profits. That's perfectly fine. Are we bear flagging here? Absolutely, we're bear flagging. But, am I willing to witness more market manipulation, like all the stupid tweets that they did yesterday, all of the stupid ass like market manipulation that they've been doing over the past few days. No, I'm not. I'm not willing to bet my profits on it. And I would rather sit out, see where the dust settles. And even if this does play out, best case scenario, you're coming down here to $96,000, maybe, 95.3. Well, guess what? If you're coming down there, you're within to a distance of that value area low and the bottom end of this trend channel, which is where I would start legging in to a long position to target the highs of the range, at the very least, value area high, right? And the high of the downward sloping trend channel. So with that being said, I will see everybody in the video tomorrow. You know the levels. You know what's going on with Bitcoin right now. Let's see how it plays out. It is downward sloping right now. It is not looking awesome. And that's that. I will see you soon. Everybody have a good day. Peace.